Hello, and welcome to another episode of Unboxing with Paul. And today, I bring you the JBL GO 3, the smallest and quite possibly mightiest speaker in the JBL lineup. Let's take a look at it. Released in October of 2020, this speaker seems to pack quite a punch. And you guys know that I'm a sucker for good packaging, so before we tear right into this, I'm a fan of this clear plastic that allows the speaker to be displayed while providing a very tough enclosure and a very nice packaging for it to be in. It's nice. I'm a fan of the design. Clear, water splashes all around, suggesting some sort of waterproofing. But yeah, let's go ahead and tear into it. Here's that little sticker. Okay, I think we got rid of that. Okay, now this speaker has been redesigned from the previous GO 2 and has more of a premium, nicer feeling to it. I believe the previous GO 2 was mostly like rubberized plastic all around the speaker itself. Let's go ahead and take this out of the box. Put this aside. And we can see that in the box we get, what is this? Our instruction manual seems to be. Oh wow, okay, that's sturdy. So a nicely rolled up instruction manual. I'm guessing it's an instruction manual. And it sure is. We have a quick start guide. What I'm gonna guess is like safety and a warranty card. So we can, I guess, register this with the appropriate warranties. Let's go ahead and put the warranties and the legal and safety to the side. And look at our little quick start guide. These are always fun to look at. What's in the box? Yeah. Play, charge, dust proof, waterproof, all that good stuff. The tech specs. So just to go over them really quickly with you, what is this? It's a 4.2 watt battery charge, takes up to 2.5 hours, up to 5 hours of playtime, Bluetooth 5.1. And it is 4.2 watts out of a single speaker. It comes in at 0.46 grams. What is it? 209 grams for our metric friends. Nice. So that takes care of actually a lot of the stuff that I was going to read out loud to you guys as I went along. But this nice welcome guide kind of beat me to it. And as we can see what's in the back, it's in multiple languages in the back. Oh, it just keeps going. Okay. All right, cool. You know what? Let's see what it actually says about. Does it actually say anything about like its waterproofing? 30 minutes and 3 feet, 1 meter of water, IP67. Okay, so that's enough for the paperwork. We also got a USB-A to USB-C cable, something that is very important to note in 2020, as you don't know if you're getting a USB-C to USB-C or what you're getting nowadays. I wonder if this almost looks like a cable that goes in either way. So Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to unplug both of my little lights over here. And let's take a look at this. This looks like it plugs in any way. Let's find out. Let's put it in this way. Okay, it seems like it goes in. And let's put it in this way. What? Does it really go in either way? I mean, it looks like it does, but let's try that again. Steady. That going in. I guess both sides say JBL, so I'm guessing so. Goes in this way. It's a little, whoop, sorry about that. Let's turn it around. Well, that's very cool that it goes in either way. And obviously you guys know the USB-C cable goes in either way, obviously. Let's go ahead and put that aside. Let's plug our wonderful lights back up to provide some ambiance and just some additional lighting. Probably adjust that with our little handy dandy remote. There you go. It's a lot nicer. Speed it up a little bit more. There we go. Looks about right. Okay. Let's continue. So now for the speaker itself. Right off the bat, it's a really nice speaker. Like I said, this has been redesigned from the previous JBL 2, which was mostly like rubberized plastic, which is what you feel, throughout. But this is covered in what appears to be like a cloth grill with obviously rubberized accents all throughout, rather than just the whole thing being rubberized. And let's go ahead and analyze it. At the very top, we got a minus and plus for the volume up and down, as well as a play button. Play/pause. Now, when you double tap this, it will skip you forward to the next song. However, there is no backtracking. There's no previous track available, so that's a little bit of a downside. Let's go ahead and flip it to its side. We can see our power button as well as our Bluetooth pairing button, as well as the Go 3 logo. And I hadn't seen this earlier until I plugged it in. We have a little LED notification in there, which is nice to have, like some sort of visual representation that the device it's working. Now on the bottom of the phone, we have what seems to look like little anti-skid feet, which are nice and rubbery, and it's gonna hold this thing upright and it's not gonna go anywhere. Nice. On the very left side of the speaker, we got a nice and sturdy braided cloth hook loop for you to hook stuff onto. It's a little loop, and then you can clip this to your backpack, to anywhere, I'm guessing. And it's nice and sturdy. Like, this is definitely not gonna fly off of there. As well as our beautiful Type-C port, which is very, very nice to have. I'm glad to see companies finally moving from the micro USB, which is just an atrociously designed connector, to the more modern, the more user-friendly, the longer-lasting Type-C, seeing as though it goes in either way. Now, for the very front of the phone, obviously you've already seen this. It has the big JBL logo, and again, this is rubberized. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but this is rubberized as well. Very nice feeling to it. Let's go ahead and finally look at the back of the speaker. At the back of the speaker, we have the serial number as well as a bunch of other important information about there, such as the rated input. It's 5 volts at 1 amp, all that good stuff. And this back itself is also like more of a hard plastic. It still feels rubberized, but it's more of a hard plastic rather than the rubbery bits that we have all over it. So the speaker itself, it definitely feels dense. It feels a little like it has a little bit of weight to it, but it doesn't feel heavy at all. As I said earlier, it comes in at about 207, 208 grams for my metric friends. And let's go ahead and power this on. So let's go ahead and try to. So it's trying to pair right now. If you guys can hear that. But that is the noise that it makes when it's trying to pair. And I'm guessing that it flashes white whenever it wants to. No, never worry about that. And it flashes white whenever it wants to connect to something else. Let's go ahead and see what we can put on here. Let's connect to Bluetooth. And immediately we can see it's available as JBL GO 3. Let's go ahead and click on that. And it is not paired. So let's go ahead and see what we can play out of this thing. Obviously, we're going to try to play some stuff that is not copyrighted so that we don't get clipped out. So it's turned all the way up as high as it goes. This is more of a softer song, obviously with a piano. But this thing is surprisingly loud for its size, and you can just feel the music coming out of this. It's well built. It has a very nice enclosure to it, and the pause button definitely works, as you guys can see. Speed it up a little bit. Let's fast forward. Whoa! Okay, so that is definitely very loud. Let's go ahead and try to play that very same audio without the Bluetooth speaker. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn that down a little bit. That's very loud. If you blast Bad Guy through this, it just sounds amazingly. It's just so loud. And I'm very surprised by it, especially because it's on the little cheaper side. You can get this for anywhere from $40 to $50, either at Walmart, Best Buy, one of those major big box retailer. And for the price, for what it is, it's really good. So it's IP68 rating. So again, it is dust and waterproof. And just for the price, it's so good. You know, let's go ahead and obviously we're not gonna listen to anything about T-Mobile, right? Let's go ahead and see if we can pair it back up. Let's turn the Bluetooth back on. Like I said earlier today, inside there is only a single 1.5-inch speaker with a maximum output of 4.2 watts. That seems to get the job done. You know, like it doesn't seem to need much else. And it is running Bluetooth 5.0, so it's fairly recent, it's fairly modern. It should be able to connect to most other things. And let's see. I think we might have to turn this back on. Okay, I guess not. So let's go ahead and pair it again. JBL GO 3. So we select it. And
white shirt, now red, my blood.
Okay, that's loud.
Sleeping.
So it's definitely, like I said, on the loud side. I don't want to get copyrighted, but let's go ahead and listen to that.
That type, I'm the bad guy. Duh.
So it's definitely loud. It's very nice. I'm very, very impressed with this. Like you guys wouldn't believe. I do realize that it's super bassy. The mids don't really come through. but it surprisingly holds its volume. It doesn't break up as you crank it. You know, if you guys want to go ahead and listen to Explosive by Dr. Dre, it sounds really good. Like I am blown away by how loud this was. When I first heard it, especially when it's rocking in your hand, you really can't believe at just how loud it is, you know? Let me go look for, I'm gonna try to look for non-copyright stuff or stuff in the YouTube library. It's on one of these phones that I can just play back for you guys. Actually, so I have the perfect video to play for you guys. This is my own. It's for the Galaxy A51, but it was, I used a really nice and like bass heavy song for it. So let's go ahead and take a look at it.
I bring you the Samsung Galaxy A51.
Let's go ahead and crack this a little
Samsung's
bit.
entry-level 5G phone. Let's take a look at
Okay, so that's really nice. That's really bass heavy. I can't say enough good things about this speaker. I think it's flashing red because it probably needs to, I don't know if that means because it's paused or because it needs to be charged. Let's go ahead and play it, press play. Yeah, it's probably because it needs to be charged, so it didn't go away. So it needs to be charged. But yeah, dude, besides just dumping it in the water and seeing how waterproof it really is, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I mean, it's not, obviously this is not for an audiophile, it's not the best sound quality, you know, and it's definitely balanced to be a little bass heavy and to, you know, make those basses come through. But I mean, for $40-50, that's really good. It's well made. It's not so much how loud the speaker is because it's only a 4.2 watt, but because how well it's made. You know, they really make good use of that. You have to build a very good enclosure if you want one of your speaker or speaker boxes to have that oomph, to have that bass to it, and they definitely do a good job to it. I was thinking that they did, you know, another note, I was thinking that they did this orange USB-C cable insert just to be cool, you know. But as I'm looking inside of it, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but let me see if I can grab my other lamp so you guys can appreciate this as well as I can. It seems to be that is, what is it? That is, stop shaking. I think that's sealed. Can you guys see that? Like, you can't get in there. Or meaning water can't get in there. So I take this speaker's IP68 rating to heart because it looks like it means business. You know, there is no other opening. So that means that unfortunately there is no auxiliary cord. And there is also no speaker function on this, meaning you can't use this to make phone calls, unfortunately. So there's no speaker functionality on this. But for $40, $50, you can definitely forgive it. Let's turn it off. Yeah, that's really good. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to put this against other speakers, you know, knockoffs, name brands. You know, I'm not a speaker channel. I don't really focus on speakers. I don't really know too much about speakers, but I would definitely love to have a speaker showdown, you know, like a portable Bluetooth speaker showdown, kind of like Dang Pods or even Mr. Who's Boss. But yeah, pretty good speaker. I'm definitely impressed by it. One more thing I completely neglect to say about this, and before I forgot, is that you are able to pair 2 different Bluetooth devices to this at once. However, obviously you can only stream one of those devices at once. So I'm guessing that you switch between those 2 connected or those 2 paired devices by pressing the Bluetooth key. Another nifty feature. If there are items or other topics you'd like for me to talk about, go ahead and leave me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.